Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, likes, comments, feedback. Thank you so much. It's greatly appreciated. How's everybody out there doing, man? First of all, I'm gonna start off by saying happy Thanksgiving to everybody, man. All right. So I see this piece of shit Darty Lamar Belt. Is still up at it, right? He's still up at it. That's fine. He right now what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to report the the content through YouTube after I get off this video. Right? With the slander and the defamation, right? Still continue trying to paint the narrative and trying to manipulate legal documents. Right? Just because I failed in the wrong courtroom doesn't mean I won't get it right this time. Right? Right now, I'm up there screen recording all those videos that you got right now. Right? It starts all over again. I thank you, I applaud you, and I appreciate you, man. All right? I appreciate it. Keep those videos up. I will go try to report them through YouTube. All right? But all you do is just help the case. So, if you think that you are gonna get out of it, you're highly mistaken, buddy. Right? You can continue to try to manipulate legal documents, right? Just because you go and read my criminal record and try to misinterpret it to fit your narrative doesn't work that way, man. Right? Like I said, I've damaged my own character on my own doing by having a criminal record. For piece of shits like you can try to dissect it and try to spin their own narrative of what you want it to be, right? You can still run your dick suckers, because at the end of the day, I will have my day in court, man. Right? All you're doing it is making it a lot easier for me, man. All right, you piece of shit bum, right? So, you can continue doing your videos, right? I'm going to report them to YouTube. The case, I'm waiting for you to reply back for the demand letter. But it's all going to get restarted again, man, right? You can spin any kind of narrative as false narrative with the Francisco. It's all going to tie in to one case, right? You can speak your opinions are formulated facts, right? But what you can't do is express opinions to be facts. So don't worry about it, man. Keep your little videos up. I'm going to report them to YouTube. As I speak, I'm downloading them through StreamYard. It's just more evidence to add to the file, man. Right? So hopefully you have a good, happy Thanksgiving, which I am, man. Right? I was just made aware of these videos you've been making by a subscriber, man. Right? I don't go over there and watch your homosexual content. Right? That's all you talk about. Right? You can show public information. That's all public information, man. But what you can't do is manipulate it. Right? You can't manipulate it to fit your narrative. Right? You can try all you want, man. All right. I'm still gonna sue you. All right, for the defamation of my character. We're gonna let the judge decide that, man. Right? Are you the judge or the executioner? I don't think so, man. Right? Maybe on your social media platform, your videos don't even get 800 views, bro. All right? 800 views for such a high top content creator. 150,000 subscribers. Can't even break a video with 1,000. That's poor quality content creation that you got, my boy. All right. So you can sit there and try to, I don't know what you're trying to do, man, right? To defame my character. Like I said, man, I defamed it myself, right? People can read documents and make their own conclusion, man, right? I've been cleared by any wrongdoing by the state of Texas. You or anybody else that feels other can suck a dick, right? Because when I had to explain to anybody, I explained to the state of Texas, and it was granted a no bill, man. Right? So if that doesn't fit your narrative, on I've already explained to you the harboring of my baby mama. If that doesn't fit your narrative, I don't know, man. All right, but I will continue to sue you, man. All right, and thank you for making it much easier. All right, for me to be able to sue you. I appreciate you, all right, for all the hard work that you're doing. Appreciate that, bro. Santi Castro said, appreciated that, man. So, if you feel that I felt that I failed in court, that the case got dismissed because you got the upper hand, no, man. All right, we'll cross that bridge when we'll cross it, man. Right now, since you want to be talking shit, I'm gonna get back talking shit about you, right? You fucking deadbeat dad, right? You can't even pay child support, man. You live in a fucking decapitated home, right? That I'm pretty sure you need to go apply for humanitarian, right? For they can help you build that fucking shack of a cabin you got livable, man. The winters are cold and brutal up in Detroit, right? You don't want that snow to cave in that decapitated home, right? I'm pretty sure with all that snow, all those baseboards are rotting out. You had a massive leak in there, right? And I don't see, you know, I need to start posting up these comments again and start reaching out to these people and start getting these dudes in trouble, man. All right. I'm gonna start getting these dudes in trouble with their own words, their own videos, right? I know there got to be some stomped out white dude out there that feels some type of way, that can speak their mind, right? So don't think you're not gonna get sued, buddy. Right? We're in the process still. I gave you till December 1st, right? Being generous. But in reality, I'm just waiting for the demand letter to come back to me, man. Unanswered, all right? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the letter to come back unanswered, and I can just go file, man. And we'll start the whole process all over again, all right? And as you can continue, all you're doing is giving me lifelines, man. By you doing your videos over and over, all it does is just restart the process, right? All it does is restart the process, right? The statute of limitation for the first one was about to expire, but since you're starting a new one, I'm just gonna put them all together, right? So it doesn't really matter on how you continue to do it, man. All you're gonna do is just, at the end of the day, you're giving me rope to hang you, right? Because you're trying to go and try to clean it up now and be like, oh, now we were speaking about opinionated facts. No, right? You weren't doing that in the beginning, right? You were using Francisco with the pure malice intentions. So you can try to go and try to clean it up and try to be, oh, now we're a panel of opinionated facts now. No, right? It wasn't like that 6 months ago, right? You weren't using my own criminal record. You were using Francisco's own criminal records to fit your narrative, right? Now you're trying to use she was only 14. Who was only 14? Right? Who? Not my victim, right? Not my victim. I don't have a victim, right? Because if I had a victim, that aggravated charge that you sold, that no bill that you solely blatantly love showing around, would have been a guilty conviction, man, right? From anybody's statement, right? If I had anything wrong to do with it. But as you can see, I was granted a no bill, right? From the state of Texas. So you can, when you go to court, you can try to justify your actions based off my criminal record, which is not sufficient for you to call me Francisco a pedophile, right? There's certain things you can and can't do, right? You might feel that, oh, I'm gonna use this criminal, and no, it's not, man, right? What you've done is manipulated legal documents to fit your narrative, right? But that's fine, right? That's why we'll have our day in court one day, man, right? We'll have our day in court. For such a great content creator that can't even break 1,000 views per video. That's sad, man. I would just give it up. I would just go back getting me a 9 to 5. All right. So, so you want me to let these dudes make videos about me and stay quiet? So you want me to not talk about Dante, but Dante can talk all about me, right? How does that make sense? Right? How does that make sense, man? Right? But I can see it for a declining content creator, man. Right? I see it with these other guys going to TikTok, looking for any kind of bag. They don't got nothing, man. Right? 150,000 subscribers and can't even break 1,000 views. And that's a 2-week-old video. Can't even break 1,000 views. Right? Can't even break 1,000 views. Like, who in the right mind would do videos over and over and over, man? For pennies on the dollar. You're doing multiple videos to try to accumulate 30 to 50 bucks a day. That makes no sense. I think you would make more money working a temp job. Working your days, right? Saying, nah, fuck it, it's Monday, I don't feel like going to work Monday. And I guarantee you picking your hours, you probably make more money working a temp job, man. And the thing about it is that temp job is guaranteed money. As long as you show up and clock in. That's what I don't understand, man. Guaranteed money instead of depending on begging money with these content creators. 150,000 can't even break 1,000. Just imagine being a supermarket, man, or a corner store market. Being in the vicinity with 150,000 people and only 1,000 people coming to shop with you. Where the other 140,000 people going to shop at? Right? That business would be considered bankruptcy. Some people would say, man, I'm going to abandon this dream. I'll keep this dream as a hobby. And if I have time for it to be a hobby, I'll continue it. I don't get it with these social media content creators, man. Dudes live in decapitated homes, right? They brag about this and that, living in a hotel, right? I'm feeling like it is shining. Boom, you live in them fucking budget suites around the corner from your home, right? You ain't living in no motherfucking, you live in a fantasy world, man, right? I'm gonna start making that fantasy world crumble, right? I'm not gonna risk my case, man, right? When the case is over and done with, whatever the outcome of that is, best believe you're gonna pay the piper, right? One way or another, right? I guarantee you that, right? Have you a happy Thanksgiving, right? Cause I'm enjoying mine, man. Right. And thank you to Mark A. Houston, man. Thank you, man, for letting me know this piece of shit, deadbeat dad, sodomized, rapist, supporter, racist, right? All this is self-admitted, right? Something that they want me to be, right? But when you hear things from the horse's mouth, you gotta take it at face value, man. All this hearsay shit, man, I paid no mind, right? That's why I'm taking him to court, right? A dude living in a decapitated home. Videos are barely breaking 1,000 views. That's sad, man. Right? That's sad. And then trying to use me. I appreciate it, man. No wonder I gave me some subscribers. Hey, good looking out, man. Good looking out. Put me out there some more, right? So when the people, there's always, how do you say it? 3 sides to the story, right? Your story, my side, and then the truth. And then people can just make their own conclusion to what they want to make of, man, right? It's that simple for me. Right? I don't have to try to switch or try to persuade anybody to think any other differently than me, right? That's why we're all different, right? God gave us each our own personal mind to be able to think differently, right? And perceive and understand things differently. Right? So I'm going to continue with my legal case, man. Right? He can try to use the defense of now of trying to be a formulated opinion, right? Oh, we're talking about based formula. No, man, right? Because you're not telling the truth. You only want to tell certain things that want to fit your narrative, right? It's understandable, man. You can't expect nothing from a deadbeat content creator that supports male rape, right? Hopefully, man, on this day, you're not over there sucking up Mark or being a little bottom boy. And you're spending time with your kids, man. All right? And enjoying the time with family. Come on, man. Who the fuck's gonna sign up for $300 a month, man? All right? That's bum status, man. Right? I ain't no motherfucking bum. I ain't no bottom feeder. I ain't asking for no motherfucking handout for $300. The fuck I want $300 for? Right? I done did my job, right? If if people would have perceive or think of me in one way or another, hey, that's it, man, right? I've explained myself. If my explanation is not sufficient for you, then I don't know what to tell you, man, right? I know I have a good, clear conscience of anything wrongdoing. If anything wrong that I've done, and I've made my amends, right? So I'm not going to be living in the night cloud of people's judgment on social media, man, right? On how people, no, you can judge me, you can execute me, you can crucify me, but at the end of the day, man, you don't have the final word, right? You have the final word in your little pea-brain 150. I don't even think 150,000 subscribers even pay attention to you, man. You can't even get 1,000 views on the videos, right? Even using graphic titles, right? Even throwing criminal organizations' names out there, right? Doesn't get you nothing. What does it get you? Right? What does it get you? What do you pay you weekly, bro? 300, bro. That's they just trying to say $300 a month, bro. Get it. Man, don't you understand that? That's why June 5th and Mark were getting into it one time. That monthly payout was about $200, and I think Mark got 75, and I think June got 125 because he was the manager at the time. Don't let these guys boast you up, man. They're not making that much money off YouTube, man. They're not making that much money, man. Right? You know how much they pay you per 1,000 views? Per 1,000 views, they pay you $8.97. Sometimes you get lucky, you get $15 or $14. That's per 1,000 views. So just times it, man. Right? If you're getting $8 per 1,000 views, and you're only making videos that are getting you 1,000 views, is it really worth it? Add the math. Since you just add the math right there, man. Go look at the videos that are 1,000 views, 2,000 views. Those are $8, $15 income in small increments. Yes, nickel and dime you. You can nickel and dime yourself up to a paycheck, which he does, right? He nickel and dimes himself. $8 here, $10 here, right? But is it really enough to sell your morals, man? To sit there and align yourself with homosexuality, deviancy, right? Is it really worth to sell your soul for a few pennies on the dollar? Because, man, don't get bamboozled, right? I was under the impression, I'm just like you, Maxon, right? You're under the impression that this dude's a content creator with a Wagoneer and a 3-story home, all the amenities, all the whistles and bells and having a servant, But in the honest truth, reality, man, it's far in between that these content creators have that much, man. These guys have to be. Their videos have to be in the thousands, man. If you're dropping videos that are in the 20,000s views, man, you're making money then, man. But you have to be consistent, right? He's consistent, but nobody wants to watch the homosexuality content, man. Right? He had a gold mine with Mark, right? He had a gold mine. He had a gold mine with Mark. But that gold mine turned into rubbish. Right? Nothing came out of it, only for a few months. Right? Because they went about it the wrong way, man. Right? They went about it the wrong way. Everybody likes a good underdog story. Right? Everybody likes a good underdog story. So, my end, man, I'm gonna see what I can go do and report those videos to YouTube. Let me see what YouTube can do about it that way. This is my first time even noticing those videos, man. Right. So if I can get him knocked down, more. If not, I don't know. Right. Right after I get off of this, I'm gonna go. I already, shared. I already got the addresses. So I'm gonna send them off to YouTube and see what they can do. I've never done it before, so something new. Try to report a video through YouTube and see what are the, what's the process of reporting a channel or a video for defamation and of character. What is the process, right? So after this, I'm gonna reach out to YouTube support, send them the links, and be like, look, I'm in the process of actually suing this dude, right? I'm just waiting back by next week. Next week I should have some kind of a answer or some kind of idea, and I'll file my case. Last time I wasn't able to, complain to YouTube because he was deleting the videos. So now I'm gonna see what I can go do through YouTube. See if YouTube can hold them liable or whatnot, right? I have to go see what I can do. I can't just let this dude think he can have the upper hand and post anything he wants and feels it's true, right? To fit his own narrative, right? And to try to paint a picture of deceit and deviancy, which, like I said, man, the state of Texas cleared me of any kind of wrongdoing. That's sufficient for me. If it ain't sufficient for you, I don't know what to tell you, man. You can't convict an innocent man or a no-bill man or the state of Texas deem me innocent. Or if you want to say for insufficient evidence, whatever you want to feel that makes you feel better of why I got a no bill, that's you, man, right? But nobody's bigger than the program here. And the program here is the law, right? So if you feel to boast about hips, how the fuck is boasting, man, right? This is the honest truth, man. Since you want to know, Maxon, right? This is the honest truth, right? I do it for the truth, man. I do it for the truth, not the money, right? So regardless of whatever amount of money I was offered to be able to be persuaded to sell my morals and soul and to start thinking, become a degenerate and lowering my morals and standards and what I believe is true for a few dollars, I would have taken any kind of amount that he offered me to become a degenerate, right? But some of us are not bought like that, man. Right? You can't just buy me with shiny coins, right? I'm a thief, right? I go steal your shiny coins if I really want them that much, right? I'm a thief, right? Society has labeled me a thief, right? Appears, right? I've been labeled a thief by society, right? By the state of Texas. That's the honest truth, right? Society. But not some fucking piece of shit that can barely make any kind of content other than homosexuality, right? It's some kind of deep, dark fantasy. Deep down in there, he wants to be victimized, right? I don't see him being an apex predator, right? I see him being more of a submissive boy, right? A little bottom boy, right? Massaging Mark, rubbing on the old Mark's nub, right? Massaging that nub. Come here, boy. Massage the nub. And you can see right there, yes, master. You can see old Darnton right there with a little purple hat and that little backyard squirrel hat, that little squirrel coat he wears. Right? Massaging that little nub, oiling it up with that Diddy oil. Or hell no, it might be them dirty melted Snickers. Who knows? Nah, man. Uh, I don't need to team up with no sexual deviants, man. Right? Uh, I'm gonna reach out to a couple of other people, man. You know, other people that got channels, uh, and just see where it goes from there, man. You know, I haven't reached out to anybody. You know, uh, I don't comment on people's stuff. You know, I'm just gonna start reaching out to people, man. You know, people uh, that if they're interested, man, they can always listen to my side of the story, right? That's the good thing about having social media, man, that you can kind of defend yourself, man, right? And you can tell people, explain yourself to the best of your ability uh, to kind of combat all the defamation, man, right? I've explained to him off camera, and if he decides to paint any kind of picture, that's his prerogative, man, right? I'm gonna continue through the legal action, and I guess I'll be more on his ass too, right? If I mean, I hadn't dropped any kind of videos, right? But now I'm gonna have to start dropping all them racist videos of him, right? And hopefully I start reaching out to some of these white dudes that really did hardcore time, you know what I mean? And see what these type of white dudes got to say. You know what I mean? Everybody has a voice. Nah, man. Nah, man. You know what I mean? I got something for all of them, right? Eventually, you know, loose lips sink ships, man. You know, and that was my mistake I did in the past. This time I'm going to be more of a conservative and just kind of give y'all subliminal messages and talking riddles, right? I hate when I talk in riddles. You hate when I talk in circles, right? Because maybe I know how to watch what the fuck I'm saying, right? Maybe you don't, right? So it probably comes off as running in circles, right? You've never been about that life, right? You want to be so bad something. I want to be a square so bad, and you want to be a booty bandit so bad, right? That's our conflict. That's where we're like water and oil, right? I want to be a square citizen, and you want to be an apex booty bandit. That's our conflict, right? That's why we can't agree, right? Because I want to change the way I was and become evolve to a man, and you want to evolve to a booty bandit, right? You want to continue glorifying this homosexuality, this trauma and abuse, instead of glorifying the stuff of what people have changed and done after their prison life, right? You don't interview none of them dudes, right? You don't interview none of these dudes that done time and ask them, man, what are you doing with your life now, man? What you got going on for yourself? Using your 150,000 subscribers for the better of the man. But no, you rather sit there and nickel your dimes off with $1,000 views, 1,000 views, which accumulates to $8-10 a video. It makes no sense, man. You're better off panhandling. I'm pretty sure those 2 weeks, right? Because you dropped a video about me 2 weeks ago, and it's only accumulated you 800 views. 800 views. And you look at it and you're like, man, that's the equivalent to 2 weeks, man. Fuck, just imagine 2 weeks at a temp service. Right? 2 weeks at a temp service. All that hard work that you put in, for what? For pennies on the dollar? That's why you ain't going nowhere. That's why you're gonna still living in that decapitated shack of a home, right? You're never gonna step up to the next one, right? Because you have that crab bucket mentality. All the people you come along, you are, it's like you're the bad apple, man, right? You brought Mark and now you don't like Mark. You beef with everybody, right? I can afford baseball cards if I want, God soldier, right? People talk about the Walmart, right? The Walmart was a incident that got blown out of proportion, right? It is what it is, right? Because people they want to clown, but they don't speak that I posted a $2,500 cash, right? Well, why don't you say that, right? You only want to say the part of the story that fits the narrative, right? Why don't you say Noel went to jail for petty theft for stealing baseball cards, but Noel also posted a $2,500 cash bond in a matter of 10 hours? And let the people decide, right? That if it was actually theft, if I was in need of stealing baseball cards, I wouldn't be able to post a $2,500 cash bond, right? That's the difference. Let people explain. Don't just run off. Yes, right? If I was in need of stealing for baseball cards, I wouldn't have posted a $2,500 cash bond. Does that make sense? Now, if I stole the cards and I didn't post bond for about a month or weeks, well, then you can assume that I was needing money, right? That I was probably in need of money for me to go there and steal some cards. But I understand that the narrative that you're trying to push doesn't fit the agenda, right? Right. You're right. That's my wife's money, man. You know why? Because my wife handles the money. I don't handle the money. My money goes. She's my banker, right? When you understand happy wife, happy life, I live like a king, man, right? But I put everything that a king does in effect for his queen to live comfortable, right? I put everything in place, right? Everything. Something that you maybe should try to do, man. Right? Instead of what does it prove? How does that prove that I'm dumb? Right? The narrative that you're trying to paint is that I'm a thief in need of money, right? Oh, he's stealing baseball cards from Walmart. But why don't you explain that I posted a $2,500, right? That whatever the baseball card's value was, I clearly had it in my pocket. So maybe it was a misunderstanding. Because why I get time served, right? Why was I sentenced to time served, right? If it was such thievery, right? Since it was such thievery and I was such a thief, why did I just get time served, right? And get my $2,500 back? Why? You don't speak about that, right? You just speak about what you want to try to paint your narrative, right? Yeah, does that make sense? Exactly, right? You laughing at your own stupid self, duck lips, right? Stay off. I know you like sucking stuff, man. I don't want your family catching you sucking them turkey legs off them bones with them duck lips you got. Them turkey legs better be careful. Y'all just, right? You know what they say, man. Any news is good news, man. Drop your videos, man. Drop your videos. You think they bother me, man? Right? I'm taking legal actions to the guy I can name, right? Whatever plays out, man, right? But I have my social media to be able to explain myself, right? So, enjoy your Thanksgiving. Do your videos, man, right? Do your 1,000 views for 150,000 subscriber, right? Do it, right? When the outcome comes in the courts, we'll see what happens, man, right? Y'all are not gonna play me out of my court, right? Y'all are not gonna play me to dance to y'all's fiddle, right? Do y'all's videos, right? Right now, I'm just gonna go report those videos to YouTube on the Dante Show Network, right? That's the only channel that I care about, right? All you other do your video, I don't care. It doesn't bother me, right? Because I don't know who you are, right? How am I down 2,500? I got 20. You're stupid, bro. You don't know how bonds. Do you know how bonds work here? You either pay 10% and you don't get that 10% back. You pay the full amount, 2,500. You get your 2,500 back. So how is that stupid? You stupid fuck, right? Like 25. You lost 2,500. Man, I got my 2,500 after I got my judgment of time served. Damn, it kills y'all, right? It bothers y'all so much. It bothers y'all, right? Because anything that y'all try to use, I debunk it, man. Right? It's and you God Soldier, you and Grim are bottom feeders, man. Y'all are never gonna be accepted, right? You're never gonna be embraced by the black culture, man. Right? They're gonna use you and abuse you like Brad Lucas, right? You are never gonna be embraced. Stop wanting to be about the black culture, right? And sacrificing your morals, your ancestries, and for what's right, just to try to fit in, man. Right? You're never going to be accepted. Right? And you're not going to learn that way. Well, I'm pretty sure Duck Lips learned that way when he was in there stuck in the big oxen. Right? I'm pretty sure he understands. Right? He understands. He sure was sucking them big oxen, Duck Lips. Them eyes don't lie, Chico. Right? Them eyes don't lie, Chico. All tweaked out, right? Them tweaked out eyes, right? Tweaked out Duck Lips. I can just imagine them dudes gunning you down, right? Duck Lips. You see my mugshot, right? You see my mugshot. Not looking like no motherfucking Duck Lips, man, right? You see my face of a warrior, right? Not your fucking face of a Duck Lips, right? You see a face of a man that's really about that, man, right? Not no motherfucking blue-eyed Duck Lips tossing out that ass, right? Is that how you were doing? Were you puckering up both lips, right? Were you puckering up both lips? You sure had them front ones up. You had them little hips cocked. You had them little hips cocked to the side. Taking selfies. Man, I bet you were in them pageants, boy. You were in them fucking pageants. If you doing them poses out here in the free world, I can just imagine what they were forcing you to do, right? Hard habits are hard to break, right? Them habits are hard to break, man. Shit, look at Hips. Hips said shit. After 30 years, he couldn't keep a woman because he was always trying to backdoor them, right? Incarceration does that to them, right? So I can imagine you cocking them little hips out, big oxes coming to you, and you embracing it, right? Because that's how y'all boys like getting talked to, man, right? Duck Lips, right? Don't put yourself in a vulnerable position, which you decided to do on your own. Look at yourself in the mirror, Duck Lips. Look at my mugshot. Do I look like a punk? Now look at you. You look like a sus, right? Sus. Is that these new words? Sus? You look kind of sus, right? Kind of suspect, man. Kind of iffy about you. You and Just Jay trading Maybelline secrets, tuck-ins. What y'all got going on? Playing dollhouse? What kind of meds y'all taking? Estrogen? Is that the kind of meds y'all taking? Estrogen? Huh? I can't give you testosterone. That's big ox. I can't give you testosterone, man. I need that, man. As you can see, I'm balding. My hairline's receding for a very long time, and I need to keep all the testosterone in me that I can. So I can't give you what big ox is. I need all my testosterone, right? Take your estrogen, man. Don't forget to take your estrogen, right? Take your estrogen, man. You need it. I see you working on them duck lips. What is that? Botox? Is that Botox for those duck lips? Are you doing them on your crow? On your facial crows? God dang, duck lips. All right? Duck lips. Stay off that estrogen. It ain't doing you no good, man. That shit's giving you homosexual tendencies. It's like Vito from The Sopranos, the blood pressure medication that make him go gay, right? You ever watch The Sopranos? Vito, right? Vito Spagoli, right? That's you. The estrogen making you feel some type of way. You're obsessed with bad, right? Because I come up here and you're over here on my dick. You're on my channel. You're on the tip of you're at the tip of every word I say, right? It ain't big ox's cock, man. I ain't gonna give you what they gave you, right? And I can see you still urging for it, man. You're still urging the need of being cream pied, right? Like I said, you love that BBC, and it's not that English news, right? It's not the UK news. You hate the UK news, but you love that other BBC acronym, right? Right? That's you, man. It ain't my fault, man. I didn't put myself in a vulnerable position, right? So that tells me if you're able to put yourself in a vulnerable position and document it, man, I got to be questioning what you were in there doing, and is it documented? Man, maybe Just Jay found you in a hub. Maybe Just Jay found you, him going through the hub, through his category. And then, boom, hey, is that Grant? Is that Duck Lips? Damn. Duck Lips. I see you're interfering in order to defend your man's, the Snow Bunny, right? Getting in front of the Mandingo, right? While the Mexica War is right there, right? The Snow Bunny's in the middle. Leave my Mandingo alone! Right? I swing from it from leg to leg. You're a disgrace, man. Right? You're a disgrace, man. Right? You're a disgrace to yourself and to everybody that looks like you, man. You can't even stand up for your own people, man. But that's how the Alabama prison system works, man, right? The once abused become the abusers. So maybe like you, man, maybe you were like Hips. Went in there as a boy, earned your stripes under your man, till you became some kind of a dominant boy, right? But at the end of the day, you were still a boy, right? You see the difference of being a submissive and a dominant, but at the end of the day, you're still a boy. Right? You leveled up in prison, man, to where now you feel like you can speak up for your man, right? You're the dominant bottom, right? They're submissive. That's what Hips was when he first went in there, right? What normally, I hate to say, man, but a lot of white guys are, man. Not everyone, man. I personally know some stomped down white dudes in Texas, right? I personally know. So I'm not gonna say all white dudes. I know some fucking white dudes that fucking unalive them, man. Matter of fact, I know more white dudes than I know Hispanics unaliving people in my inner circle, right? In my inner circle, right? I've associated with a lot of white people, right? A lot of white people, man. I've associated with a lot of Mexicans, a lot of blacks. But if I can honestly tell you, the white people that I know have caught more bodies than the Mexicans I know. And that speaks volume, man, for people to think that these white dudes are prey. Some of them are, but you're gonna run into the wrong one. Right? It's not snitching, man. All everything that I say is documented, man. Right? I don't speak about any unsolved. No, right? No. I speak about stuff that's documented already, man. Right? Documented. So it's like snitching on who? On documents that's already published? That's snitching? Snitching is solving on unsolved, man. Right? But when you can speak about stuff that's documented, it's not snitching, man. It's just repeating history, talking about history, right? So I'm surprised when I see God Soldier and I see Duck Lips, right? And I see Duck Lips where he's a minority in a predominant African American state, right? Alabama prisons. What did Jonathan Swartz say? The power dynamics switch over from the whites having power on the streets to the blacks having power on the streets. The power dynamics switch over, right? I can't know people, man. So I can't know people that commit crimes and it's documented. I can't. I don't tell fake stories. Some stories of other stuff is researched, right? But the ones I know personally, right, from my inner circle that I've, right. So I'm surprised, man, when I look at characters like Grimm, Duck Lips, and God Soldier, and I look at these guys and I'm like, man, these guys, wouldn't have made it, man. Right? They wouldn't have made it. Right? I'll tell you this, man. If I would have had more time, man, I would have been prison would have been my life, man. Right? Prison would have been my life, man, because I got that heart. Right? I got that heart of not being a boy. Right? I would have died. Right? I would have died instead of becoming a boy. Right? Those are some things that y'all can't grasp, right? Y'all are scared of dying, or actually even seeing a little bit of blood. Or y'all run from that. Right? Y'all are scared. Right? But I've seen some real stomp down white dudes, man. Right? So that's why I don't speak negatively about all the white boys, man. Right? I'm not gonna categorize your underlinks, your bottom boy actions to categorize all the whites. Right? Because like I said, man, I'm pretty sure y'all are just a couple of the few rotten apples. Right? Y'all are just one of those ones that come in far in between, man. Right? Because I know, like I said, my personal experience with certain interaction, white boys stomp downs. Right? Stomp down. So I was surprised, man. Now you look like a weirdo, God Soldier. Right? Go over there, go make some more 3-6 music, right? And see if you get embraced. Right? You're never gonna be, man. Right? It's okay to welcome and embrace another culture, right? But when you try to become that culture, it becomes kind of funny, man. Right? It's like almost like Malibu's Most Wanted. Right? You seen that comedy movie, Malibu's Most Wanted? That's how you boys come off as, right? Because you're not going to be respected by the blacks. You're not going to be respected by the whites. And most definitely, as you can see, I show you punks no respect, right? Right? You look like a weirdo, right? Go over there, go make you some 3-6 beats, and try to get embraced. That's what you need to go do. Go get off the internet and go get your ass back in the studio. Go drop you some platinum Grammy nominated hits. Right? When you try to become the culture that you're not, you look like Malibu's Most Wanted. Right? It's nothing wrong with embracing it, especially here in Texas, man. Right? Texas, we're different, man. Right? But I don't want to become, right, or act, right? That's the difference. There's nothing wrong, man. But when you try to become something you're not and wanting to be embraced, it's not going to happen, God Soldier or Duck Lips. As many cocks as you suck, as many times you bend over, you're still going to be a boy. Right? They're the Malibu's Most Wanted. All right? There's nothing wrong, man, right, with embracing cultures. Right? What did the FBA say? What did the FBA say about this rap? Right? What did they say? And they're right. I agree with them. That is their culture. Rap is theirs. Respect it. Pay homage to it. It is what it is, right? But when you want to become it, that's where the fucking problem is, Malibu's Most Wanted, right? There's nothing wrong, man, right? I got a pair of gold teeth, diamond teeth, right? Since 2000, right? I got diamond permanent teeth, right? I'm Mexican. I embrace the culture, right? It's a Texas thing down here, man, right? You got a lot of Mexicans and blacks wearing golds. You even got white guys down here wearing gold, right? But it's not like it's a super cape, right? Now that I got gold teeth and I listen to music, now I'm going to be embraced and now I'm part of the culture. No, right? What's going on, D-Town? I don't need to fit with anybody, man. Right? And that's the cowardly mentality that you got. That you got to fit and be accepted by everybody, right? It's like Mo 3. Everybody ain't your friend, man. Right? And as you need a man, right? You're worried about me being accepted by anybody. I'm not even worried about being accepted. As long as my family loves me, that's all that matters, man. Right? That's all that matters. Right? Well, is that the same mentality that you have of being a boy? Duck Lips? Where's your mind at? Right? What's your name? What kind of skeletons you got in your closet? Right? I'm pretty sure you got some boyish scandalous, right? Right. Y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a good one. I'll be posting more. I'm gonna go see what I can do with YouTube first, man. All right. Y'all have a good one. Enjoy y'all Thanksgiving. And don't swallow, don't Grim and God Soldier, don't choke on that turkey leg, man. Put the turkey leg down. Have a good feast. Watch the game. Don't be watching all them dudes in the tights and shit. Get you all aroused and start wanting to start manhandling the turkey leg, right? I know you're gonna start seeing all these big men, pound-tounding each other. Ah! You might get aroused, stay away from the turkey leg, man, right? Y'all boys, be cautious of what y'all do, right? Y'all be cautious, man. You know, I'm pretty sure y'all gonna have young ones there. Keep an eye out. Don't swallow. Don't do anything you're gonna do, man. Right? Don't get aroused. Don't be a mark. Don't be a degenerate. Well, you already are a degenerate, right? But don't become more, man. It's Thanksgiving, and be thankful for. Hopefully, maybe next year you can become less of a degenerate, man. You have a good one.